Okay. Well, hello. I think some of you already know me. I'm Sister Margaret Crinyion, and I'm here in St Juliana's Convent in Bognor. I'm really, really pleased to be part of this new beginning for BENBURB. The first time I heard of this place was when I was around about as a Servite sister, and people would ask me, Irish people would ask me who I was and what community I belonged to, and I'd say I was a Servite, and they'd say, "Oh, do you know BENBURB?" And of course I didn't, because it wasn't one of the sisters' places, so I'd have to tell them, no, it's the Friars community, and I've never actually been there. But I learned from them what a wonderful place it was. They'd been there on school visits or with parishers, or just to visit themselves, or to BENBURB Sunday. And obviously they held the place in real affection and esteem. And then when I had the opportunity to go myself, I realised it was because this place is really special. There is a peacefulness and a welcoming and a friendliness and an openness that you experience as soon as you come into the building. And you find that the friars and the lay people working together create something which really is of God, a healing place, a place where people can find themselves and find God. When you come up the drive to BENBURB, you might think, to look at it, it's so big and it could be a little bit overpowering and impressive, but the warm red bricks help to create that feeling of wanting to find out what's behind the walls. And besides the people that you meet, there's also the wonderful grounds. You go out, around the house itself, you find these beautifully manicured grounds, and then you walk off into the wet, wild woodlands of Blackwater River. And down there, all you find is silence. You find the whispering of the trees, the birds singing, the river flowing quietly along. And in that quiet and that silence and that place where nature speaks, you find also that God speaks too. And you can find yourself in the reflection it's possible to make in the quietness as you walk along by the river. Over these last few months, it's been very hard for us all. We've had a very difficult time with the pandemic, with COVID-19, with sickness and death, and it's been really quite horrendous for us all. But we've also learned some wonderful things, because we've learned that we need certain things to be able to function as human beings. We've learned that we need space and time. We need to find ways to utilize that space, to learn how to turn within ourselves, to find ways to meditate and to think deeply about the things that matter to us most. And we've also found that we actually need each other. Perhaps more than anything, we realise that we are not meant to be alone. More than anything, we realise that we are not meant to be alone. And so when you come to a place like Beckbroke, when you come to a place like BENBURB, you are able to discover those things that we need at this time. Space, spiritual awareness, and a rich community of others. So this is really the reason why BENBURB is so very, very special, because it's a place where we can find ourselves, find each other, and find God. It is a place where we can find nourishment for our deepest human needs.